Hey everyone, back again to do another beer review. This one is going to be a little different. Oh, there you go, good.
Oh yeah.
Dogfish Head, 61-minute IPA. This one is continually hopped and brewed with a Syrah grape must. It's 6.5 alcohol content. And basically, this has for those of you who drink wine, Syrah is a wine. I believe it's dry, and it tastes pretty good. Yeah, it's purpley. It's supposed to have a white head. So yeah, this will be pretty interesting. This is basically the base of this beer is the 60-minute IPA. So I like their 60-minute IPA a lot. I like their 90-minute IPA better. But yeah, you never get it. Anyways, but check that out. It's very purple. It does have a white head.
It is an IPA.
Yes, it is.
See that?
It is an IPA for sure. It smells like an IPA. Does smell citrusy, hoppy, as expected.
It smells a little skunky. What do you think?
Really? I don't get that.
No? I just get like a kind of faint.
That might be maybe the grapes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's throwing off my smell.
Maybe. But I occasionally drink Syrahs. Not very often, but when the mood strikes me. How is it?
Different.
Yeah, that kind of does taste a little bit like a Syrah.
I don't know what that tastes like.
It's the it's funny because this doesn't really taste like an IPA.
It doesn't taste like an IPA at all.
It tastes like a Syrah and
There's
beer.
hardly any carbonation in it.
Yeah. I'm getting some slight bubbles, but that's it. It's not really. It's kind of cloudy. It's a hazy, I guess you could say. But it's not. I don't know. Does not taste like an IPA. It tastes like a Syrah and a beer had a baby, and this is what happened. It doesn't taste bad though. This is good for maybe. It really is fruity though. I get a really fruity taste from this beer.
I don't get that.
I get a weird. Yeah, it's kind of like towards the middle end.
Mm-hmm.
I get a slight sweetness, and it is dry. It does finish dry. It does have a lingering aftertaste.
It does linger quite a bit.
Like a Syrah. It actually does taste like a wine. This is pretty much what a wine would taste like.
It's like a beer wine.
Kind of like a beer wine. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think? What are your initial impressions?
You know what? I'm not impressed by it. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't. I had a totally different expectation for it. It's not. It's kind of plain.
This reminds me of like sparkling wine. Like it's slightly sweet. It is kind of like how you say plain. Like it sort of has like I was kind of expecting something like to sort of blow my mind.
Yeah.
Because you think beer and it's with Syrah must and all this stuff, and you're thinking it's gonna be heavy or just something, out of like left field, and it kind of is, but it just.
Yeah, I'm kind of regretting. I wish I had got this regular 60-minute IPA. This was $12, 13
at Plaza Market in
Yeah.
Monte. Sorry, like flies are like all over.
Pretty sure the regular IPA was like $10 or $11 for the 6-pack, and I just thought that it was gonna be like a hoppy kind of IPA, and it's not hoppy at all.
Not really. It's funny because it does. You can smell the hoppiness. You can smell it for sure, but you just can't taste it. I think the grape Syrah or the Syrah grapes is kind of overpowering the hoppiness.
I don't know. I appreciate what they're doing because they're very original, but I'm not a big fan of this.
I think it's funny because I was reading up on this I actually did homework before this. I actually was reading up on this, and this was originally just a draft that they had in their own brew pub, and I guess enough people asked, to get this, in bottles, and they made it. This is a limited draft, limited as far as from what information told me online, and I don't know. It's not bad, but I mean yeah, I kind of would have rather have had
The
a
regular
60-minute IPA than this. It's just something about it. It's cool, but it's really whiny, and that might be what this is this is sort of like a mellow wine that's been carbonated. That's why it kind of reminded me of like a sparkling wine. It kind of has that sort of like taste and texture to it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy this. No, I'll be honest. I probably won't buy this.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it
I
again.
wouldn't buy this again.
I chose this one too.
Yeah. Well, under the recommendation of that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, But,
I'm pretty sure the other one would have been the better choice.
probably. But I mean, that's what happens. You see something new, you're like, that looks interesting. But sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, that's the thing. Now Now you that's not the one for you. It's funny because I think this would be a really good drink for girls. Because it's not super hoppy and bitter. Because some girls don't like that stuff.
Yeah.
At least most girls that I know don't like it to be too strong, too hoppy, or too bitter. And this is kind of like a good in between a beer and a wine, and a sparkling wine. This almost reminds me of a mimosa, but not obviously orangey, but kind of that same sort of sweetness. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just. I mean, I guess you look at it now, you kind of regret buying it, But I mean,
yes,
it is the experience, and it's like anything else. We regret buying a couple of things.
Yeah.
That Marlin lager. No, that Longfin lager came to mind for me that I bought from Ballast Point because I was like, I was really looking forward to it, and it just was like a regular lager, and it was like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it happens, and it's gonna keep happening too. This won't be the last time.
Yeah. That's the problem too. We don't really stray too much from IPAs or hoppy stuff because usually
well, we know
you can't really go wrong with something
IPAs,
like that.
Yeah. And it's funny because I've been noticing too that we've been doing a lot of IPAs, and it might be just because we really like IPAs, and I think we might do a dark beer next or something.
Yeah.
Kind of change it up a bit,
Yeah.
but we like things that are just hoppy in general, and generally IPAs are hoppy, So that's part of the thing, but I mean it's like
Yeah, we could do dark next time.
Yeah, I should probably do dark ones. I mean I've said it before. I really like barley ones, so maybe
Or barley ones.
maybe we should get that Bigfoot. They only come in 4-packs now, so but I don't know. We'll see what happens. You want to get the other one up?
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but right now there's a shitload of flies.
Fucking shit. For reals.
They're like all over like my fucking legs and buzzing around me.
I had big expectations for this one.
I'm gonna get water. Rinse these out. Or I'll get it.
Water?
Well, I'll rinse these out. You talk about that. Be right back.
This says 2013 Hoptimum by Sierra Nevada. Whole Cone Imperial IPA. It says aggressively hopped. I think this was $10 at Plaza Market also. Four-pack. Open this up real fast. This better be good. If we get two bad ones in a row, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Like Like,
Yeah, I really have good expectations for this one too. Imperial IPA, which is I don't know. Sometimes I get confused as to what's an Imperial IPA, what's a double IPA. Is that the same
look
thing?
at that. You got barely any head in that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you. I keep doing the half pour and then the middle, and nothing happens. So check that out too. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty clear. There's no haziness to this at all. It's very lightly carbonated. I don't see too many bubbles.
I don't know if
like an IPA.
Doesn't smell. I don't get a lot of
Yeah,
smell.
it's very faint hoppiness, which.
This is 10.4.
Really?
Holy shit.
Wow.
I like the picture though.
The picture looks great. Yeah.
It's like a great like tattoo or something.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say like that'd be a good tattoo for somebody.
For you?
For me, maybe. I'm thinking about getting another tattoo, but I kind of have an idea of what I want. Something sort of beer related.
It's a spot.
That's very
Hell
hoppy.
yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
Wow.
It kind of like comes at you sort of slow,
Yeah, it
and
does.
then it just opens
It
up, and it's like,
explodes.
whoa, yeah. It's it pretty much almost feels like I'm sucking on a hops. Like they dipped it, like they just you know like when you put like tea leaves or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people get the tea bag or they get the leaves and they suck on it. That's pretty much what it feels like with this.
Kind of almost made me cringe a little bit.
It's really hot. It's super hoppy, which is really weird that it doesn't smell hoppier.
Wow. That should be called hop stupid.
Whoa. That last part was just sort of like.
Hoptimum is a good name.
It is. It's This is really good actually.
And it's funny because usually, kind of feels like a little warm, no? When it goes down.
Yeah, it's I don't know. This is
Usually,
just,
barley wines kind of make me have that face, but because you can taste the alcohol. But this, the hops just overpowers.
everything. I can't really taste anything else with the hops. Yeah, I don't really get like citrusy.
That's crazy amount of hops.
It's this will leave your breath. Yeah.
It's a good thing we did the other one first.
I told you, right? Yeah, because that's the thing about whenever something is advertised as superly hopped, that should probably be the last thing you drink because it'll ruin every other beer you taste it. Because if we drank this first and then that other thing, it would have tasted like this, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so it's
This is gonna be like a palate cleanser. We didn't even rate it.
Oh, it's okay. What do you
we
rate?
did it at the end. Yeah, but this is like a palate cleanser.
Yeah,
compared to this.
It's too smooth. It's too smooth. Yeah, compared to this. This is really. It's funny because I feel a light burning on my throat, and like in the back. That might be the alcohol, and I don't really taste the alcohol, which is funny because I taste the hops more than anything else.
That's crazy that Sierra Nevada would do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's my favorite like beer company, brewery. They're make like they're like a massive beer producer because they're pretty much available at any supermarket, but they still make stuff like this, which is super cool.
Yeah, because sometimes people they just want that certain thing that's kind of like not too many people. I don't say nobody, but not too many people might like, and they still make it because I could already tell that this is not a beer for some people. Like names are already coming up in my head. This person wouldn't like this. This person wouldn't like this. Our older brother probably wouldn't like this very much.
I don't know. You never know.
Well, I mean, yeah, you never know.
He's been into it.
Yeah, but this is very. Oh man, I keep getting that hot alcohol breath in my throat, and and you said this is 10%, right?
10.4.
Yeah, so that's up there. It's up there. It's probably smart that they only sell them in 4-packs, but
yeah, this is considered an IPA. Imperial IPA.
Imperial IPA, which is one of those things that's too. It's sort of funny because it's like, does this taste like an IPA to you? I mean, I know we taste just hops, but I mean, did it kind of taste like an IPA? Because that's sort of like one of the things about these things that are really hopped. It's sort of like it's so strong that it kind of masks all the other notes that normally.
I guess it's made
with
the
that.
same way as an IPA, just doubled up. It certainly does look like one, though.
Oh. Feels like it's getting stronger the more I drink it. That's
This is definitely not a session beer.
No. Yeah, you probably get tired of this. Not that I am. I mean, it's good, but yeah, I think 4-pack might be smart because it's a little too much almost.
Not that
in
we
a good
wouldn't
way.
drink a 6-pack though.
Or a 4-pack each. I'd do that. But yeah, this is really strong. I can actually feel it in my stomach right now.
Yeah.
It's absorbing it right now. This is really good though. I like it. If you definitely like that hops kick, we've always mentioned a couple of Ruination, Stone, Green Flash has Palate Wrecker. It's just
Hop Stupid.
Hop Stupid is
Really
really good
bitter.
too. Really bitter. That's a great beer. But man, this is up there with them. This almost reminds me of.
I can't even finish it fast.
Yeah, me neither. I'm kind of taking my time because it's just that's how much it is. It's pretty up there. But it's good though. I like it a lot. I'll buy this again.
All right, so let's rate it.
What do you want to rate the other one first?
Yeah, we'll rate this one.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
give this one a 5 or a 6. I think probably a 6, just because I'm sure it was made with quality stuff. Very creative, very original. But it's just
It's just not for you.
just not for me. I would not buy this again. I'm glad I had it, and I could say I had it, and I'm glad I could steer away from it from now on.
Yeah, this is
It's just it's a little too mild. It's a little too, for me, too bland. I don't drink wine, so I couldn't appreciate the Syrah grape. I wish I got the regular IPA or the Egyptian one. What's it called? The Midas Touch.
Midas Touch, yeah, Midas Touch.
That was good.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. This is pretty much 6 to me. It's the one number this time. This is pretty much a 6 because it is very original. You do taste Syrah grapes and you do taste all these other things. I think the IPA notes kind of get lost a little bit, and I do drink wine occasionally, so I do know more or less how this Syrah tastes like. And it does taste like a Syrah, but I think it tastes more like a wine than it does a beer. Other than the carbonation and little things here and there. I am glad I did have this because, like how you said, probably wouldn't get this again. Just because if I want to drink wine, I'll drink wine. If I want to drink a beer, I'll drink a beer. So when it's something like this that's kind of in between, it's sort of like, I think I would have rather gotten the 60-minute IPA or the 90-minute IPA would have been even better. But this kind of a 6 for me. If you're one of those dudes that's really interested in trying everything, kind of like we are to a certain degree, then definitely check it out. You might like it, you might not. Wine drinkers, definitely check this out. It'd be really good for you. It might be a good in-between beer. But it wasn't bad. It just isn't for us particularly. Okay, so still not a bad beer. It's a great company. You want to get their IPAs. I highly recommend their IPAs. Midas Touch is good. I think I had their other one.
I still think about the Midas Touch.
Yeah?
It's so good. It feels like history in your mouth.
It's funny because I've had their chicory stout, which is really good too. And I still want to get their 120-minute IPA. That's still the one that I continue to check off the list because
the elusive one.
Yeah, because not too many places have them. Usually draft or whatever, but whatever. So let me give this one.
This one I give it a 10 because
Yeah.
it does live up to the name.
Yeah.
The labeling is good.
Yes,
Now,
it is.
It is super crazy hoppy, but this is one of those things where you're proud to say you've tried. You tell people, you know, I've had the craziest fucking beer. You know, it's like you brag about it.
Yeah.
It's something like you tell people like I've had this. You want some crazy shit? We'll get
There
this.
Go. Yeah.
Some crazy shit.
And it's funny because that is pretty much what this beer is. It's one of those ones where like I did that. I did that beer, I had it, and it's crazy good. You know, it is really good. It's super strong. Like right now, you can see that I still got it. You know, quite a bit left. I'm not putting it back like I normally do.
Yeah.
It's that strong. You need to kind of take your time with it. It's a 10-pointer, so I mean
it's a man beer for sure.
Yeah.
If you want to, you know, say a person isn't into craft beer, but you want them to not get into craft beer, you give them one of these.
Yeah.
They'll never touch craft beer again.
Yeah. It's funny because that's I could think of one cousin that's kind of getting into it, and I know that if we were to give this to him, probably not.
Yeah, no one could appreciate this if
Yeah,
you're barely starting off.
Yeah, it's up there. So this to me is a 10. I give it a 10. It's perfect. It's perfect. Hoptimum, you know exactly what you're getting. It's 10.4, right?
Yeah, I think it even rivals Stone, and they're known for their hoppiness. And I've never had a Stone that's this crazy
seriously,
hopped.
It's been a while since I've tried Ruination, but yeah, this one is really. Ruination is not a 10-pointer.
It isn't?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't remember, but I don't think so. But this is very strong, and it's just definitely not for lightweights.
Yeah, if you think you've had it all, and you're like, you know, I can't be surprised with anything. This,
you got the minerals. Try that one. It's really good. I like it. All right, well, we'll see what else we do next.
Yeah, we'll see. Next week,
we'll see what happens. Cheers, everybody. Try that one. It's really good.
See you later.